sidewalk?
Heart rate very low, 25.
We just heard there was an overdose and ran to the situation, and the person is blue and I'd say 50s. We don't know. They're unresponsive.
2002, 2003, 2004.
Yes, he's been given Narcan.
Blood oxygen is starting to increase.
Blood oxygen is starting to increase.
2003, 2004.
How many doses?
Just one so far.
Just one so far.
Talk to us. 2008.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Hey, bud. Talk to me. I got the mask. That tells you the oxygen level. You alert, my friend. You got overdose. Yeah. So one
Yes.
shot, not sometimes. Sometimes you don't need any shots.
Yeah.
Hey, the most important thing is oxygen. Oxygen. I saw the numbers go up.
And he's sitting up now. Sorry, I can't hear that. I think the ambulance is here. Is it okay if I let you go? Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Ready to do this? Escape?
Yeah. Just, at the time, Insight was overwhelmed. We needed more sites, and we couldn't wait to get all the paperwork and bureaucracy done that was needed. So we just basically said, listen, we're going to do this, and they got to support it, because I don't think anyone could justify having a person overdose in front of them and not doing anything. And we had a lot of community members in the neighborhood who'd lost friends and family. And I think out of frustration and stress and all the trauma that we were feeling, we just didn't care what the repercussions would be. We knew that we were doing the right thing and that we were justified. But it's really, the community has really come together in a way to help each other. When others weren't there to help them, they stepped up, and it's just very heroic. But in another sense, when's the relief? When does it get better? And yeah. When does it
Hi. We good? Okay. Let's get firing here. Don, do you want to start us?
My name is Don Durbin. I'm an elder of Sioux First Nation. My cultural name is Man in the Light. I'd like to thank the Musqueam peoples and my relatives and friends in the North Shore for allowing us to have this wonderful site here. We're able to do what we able to do. When I lift my hands like this, it's a gesture of thanks. Haitska, in my language, is thank you, and CM is friend. So Haitska, CM, Haitska, welcome to the new people.
Thank you, Doug. Let's remember where we are. Our community has endured a crisis, and so many of us chose to respond. The response of this site gave decision makers a direction and a model to copy. Now there are sites across the city of Vancouver, across the province of British Columbia, across Canada, and increasingly around the world. We keep our community safe, we keep our loved ones alive, and in sharing our compassion and wisdom, we become world changers, each of us here. So keep your standards high because you're a world changer. Care for and support your team because they are world changers. And know that you're valued, and together we say thank you for all the important world-changing work you do day in and day out. So thank each one of you for the important work you do.
Thank you.
If an OD happens in the injection room, we have 3 staff. What does the first person want to do?
Well, our parents, and yellow, there's an overdose.
Right, so we alert the room there's an OD. We have one person who's administering naloxone. The other person would set up the oxygen and airway.
And crowd control. So it's up to the third person to keep care of the person's table, gather up his belongings, and phone 911 and crowd control and like that, right? So, oximeter, I've never had one like this, but anyway, you know your job here. Hold it on the thumb there. Give him 1/3. You got the Narcan ready?
Right here.
Bang, shoot it in. You're on OD, Don. Come out of it. He's coming out of it. He's coming out of it. Yay!
They'll pull the thing under their mouth.
He's pulling it out. Yay! We saved another one.
So when someone is given Narcan, we know that it wears off within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So you want to encourage the person
Thanks,
to
Dawn.
stay where we can monitor them. One more thing, as everyone knows, Norma likes to cook dinner with her man, James. So we're having another Norma Supper Club coming up this month. Not tonight, but soon. So I just want to say thank you to Norma for doing that.
I love cooking for all you guys.
Feel free to just voice it, a moment of dedications and close, okay?
Russian party.
My brother Alan.
Billy Garcia.
Daryl.
Rose.
Christian Bobby.
Ashley Saguch.
Douglas Buster Blackburn.
All my relations.
All my relations. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Just want to check in with you a little later.
And we are open for business.
Thank you. Go on in. Yeah, so then after your training shift, then you can, at the beginning of each of these shifts, 8, 1, and 5, you can, and obviously it's different on Monday, it's noon, that's the only exception. But then, once you've done your training shift, then you can fish. So I just come.
Yeah, we got one book. Zelda. Yeah. Yeah.
New table, Joy?
What's your handle?
Wild.
Wild?
You doing both, Joy?
Doing side and down? Okay.
Dana, can you put this schedule up?
Hey, Dennis. Hey, Sean, how's it going, bro? Hey, bro, how you doing? Good guy. Hey, how's everybody? What's up with that?
Derek N's right there, but he's been passed out all day.
Okay, yeah.
So you can pay him when he wakes
Okay,
up.
yeah. Mars.
Then Mars.
Yeah.
Chris W. got a $10 advance.
Okay.
We got that from Trey, so it's not
Yeah.
out of this.
Okay, right.
But so you should be like 60,
Yeah.
60 short.
We've got our positive for fentanyl on our dipstick. I'm gonna let it dry just a little more, but the negative is coming in on the benzo. 2 lines, the strip closest to me means negative for benzos. 1 line on the strip closest to you means positive for fentanyl.
Oh yeah, new people meet me over here. It's important to note that this isn't traditional employment, okay? It's a volunteer position, okay, with a paid honorarium. You know, it's not quick money and it's not lucrative, but it is an opportunity to respond to a crisis in your community, to care for loved ones, and for some people replace a hustle, right? That is often criminalized, like boosting or sex trade or whatever it may be, that ends up putting people in a negative cycle. Thank you. All of the staff here are current drug users or former, all right? So they're people with lived experience. Acknowledging that people use, right? We ask that they don't use on their shift and use up to a maintenance level. Like if you have to use, you take 5 minutes and get back to work, but let people know around you that you're doing that. Cool? Thanks, everyone. Yeah. See you then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's cool. They saved my life. I OD'd here. I worked the oil rigs for 9 years. Made a good living. Price oil tanked. Got laid off. And then my wife was killed. She was hit by a drunk driver. And doing down was easier than dealing with it. Of course, at the time I didn't realize the physical dependency. Like that was something that was like told about, but you don't quite grasp. Yeah, the only difference between even you and I is one bad decision. I never thought 3 years ago I would be pushing a shopping cart with missing half my teeth and
Yeah.
From such a small amount.
Oh, totally.
Because the labor cost involved in making heroin compared to the chemicals used to make fentanyl, it's a no-brainer. You're gonna go with fentanyl. I don't know. I think the only way is to quit, basically.
Yeah, but quitting is even more difficult because it's a lot harder.
Yeah, it is.
Than to get off of fentanyl down
than it is heroin. I used to be able to quit heroin cold turkey. I'd lock myself in my apartment for 7 days. I'd have Netflix. I would have a fridge full of food and a big bag of weed, and I would detox myself.
Yeah.
It was hard, but I could do it. I tried to do that with fentanyl, and I would end up in the emergency room.
And that's why I know people dying alone.
Oh, yeah.
I think it just, I mean, yeah, people were scared of it, but people weren't left with a choice, really. You can't really get heroin out there. You can, but it's really far and few between, and like everybody's addicted to fentanyl now. So it's like people aren't scared of it. They are, but they aren't, right? They crave it, they like it, but they know in the back of their minds that, you know, I mean, that's why everybody's here in the safe consumption site, not just because it's comfortable, because there's a risk, right? There's an underlying risk that I could do this shot and be laid right out. I could die. You know, but I know the team here would do their best to not let that happen. But yeah, that's the risk.
All right, guys, if you're done your smash, time to dash. Move over to the chill, half an hour limit, shoot within it.
Every year, as Chief Medical Health Officer, I do release a report, and the focus of this year's report is the opioid overdose crisis. We are now into the 4th year of this crisis in British Columbia, as you know, and what we have found is that almost all the illegal opioids circulating, at least in Vancouver, is contaminated with fentanyl.
It was on one of the beaches.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was a small little dog. He ate something, and they figured out what was happening, and they Narcaned it.
Wow, eh?
It's hot.
Yes,
hot.
it is hot.
Yeah, but they gave him the nose one.
Oh, yeah.
The nose spray Narcan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought this little puppy dog back to life.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fentanyl.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, eh?
It was on the news too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tiny little dog, but yay big.
Yeah. That's a crazy drug, man.
What's going on? You behaving? You better. You better.
Oh, hey. Are you using it? Okay. What's your handle? What are you using? 1. What time is it, Jamie? Sure. He's teaching me how to use a garbage thing. How much for this? 5? All right. What do you need it for? Oh, is this for you? For like an arm? You have 3 of them? Okay. We got a deal here. There you go. Deal. All right, well, I better give you that $5 now that I bought a garbage machine.
Excuse me, guys.
Need a hand?
No, I got it. Nope. Excuse me.
2003, 2004, 2005, 2001, 2002,
You stay breathing there, champ.
2004.
Nice. Taking another deep breath, all right?
Do you need a naloxone kit?
No, I have 2 in my bag.
You got 2? Do you need a new one? It's only good until March. Yeah.
They're a low-grade overdose.
I have a lot of musical influences as well. Pavarotti, Andrea Bocelli, Scott Weiland, Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Even though he's not known for singing, he does. He's got the pipe.
Pretty amazing singing skills. Have you seen him at the karaoke?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We did the duo. What were we singing?
We did an Elton John song actually.
I'm gonna load up some more Narcan.
We needed Kevin to hold the tube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's more backup than.
I was kind of a backup.
Better with preloading though. It's a little more controlled, but I've done enough overdoses in the dark and in the rain that I've certainly cut myself and crushed them in my hands. We just leave these like on a desk, so if there's an overdose, we can grab our oxygen tank and our Narcan.
My brother died of OD in 1998. There was no ops around.
Yeah.
And that's what brought me here. And I was thinking that I should get a job or volunteer to save people, because I figure that's my call. So that's what got me to ops.
Yeah. It's awesome that we can save people down here. You know, that's my passion, because I lost so many friends down here. And I overdosed myself when the naloxone just came out as a drug. I was lucky I was with a roommate too, or I wouldn't be here right now. Yeah. What's that? There's an OD? Yes. You want me to come?
I got it all here. Are you awake?
You okay over there? Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's just out of it from the benzo dope that's down here. Fentanyl, cut with benzos. It's a bad drug because they sleep for like 2 hours sometimes. Who knows how long, but yeah. Done? Yeah.
This is my new nickname now. Obi-Wan Shinobi. Master of the Overdose.
Right on.
This wall means a lot to people in the community, and it's kind of always been a memorial wall. Like, so many people have passed in this alleyway. Mostly when someone passes, there's flowers and then they're gone the next day, thrown out by city workers. So, you know, it's just sad to see all those messages to loved ones get wiped away. Joe is one of our employees who passed last year around this time, actually a year ago.
And Rose was as well.
Yeah, Rose was an employee that passed. You know, like, it's lost so many people and continue to lose people in this crisis. And we're just trying to do the best we can and commemorate those from the Downtown Eastside. This is one of the best neighborhoods in the world, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, so. I left it blank for people to add their own names. And then, you know, as you can see, we're running out of space for names, right? It just could go on and on and on.
If I were a man, I would never work again.
What's that?
Okay,
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, we're close to done through here.
I will never work again.
While I was tree planting, I learned, I had a lot of fun whistling. I would learn whistles like, yeah, the most fun was warbling, like Roger Whittaker. It's kind of like,
Overdose Prevention Society, a place where you can overdose safely. If you're overdosing, lying panicked on the floor, don't worry, some of us have also overdosed before. Take a big deep breath. The ambulance is on its way. No need to panic just cause you can't breathe. We got Narcan kits and they're handing them out for free. OD, OD, OD. Overdose Prevention Society.
Yeah, it just sits under. Yeah.
So that one right there is the one that has, the other rack is all empties, that one.
This one's full?
Yeah, the top row is empties and everything below it. Why don't I help you?
I brought down 13.
Okay, do you want 13 back?
No, just 12 bags.
Hey, Jello, falling asleep, all right? Steve, watch out, hey? Hey, man, how's it going? Just give me a sec. Steve, you okay, man? Just let's see what you're...
He's a little low.
Yeah, keep reminding him to breathe. Take a deep breath, Steve. We don't want to Narcan you if we don't have to. That's why we're reminding you, okay?
Just a reminder about the flame.
Steve, do we have another one? Just keep me... I'm just going to go check with her over here. Hey, Mars, can you talk to me? Stay on your chair, okay, Mars? Hey.
Hey, Mars?
Did you use... Can you talk to me? Did you use some speed as well? Okay.
That works just fucking crazy, eh?
Yeah.
It's insane.
Here, can I check on Steve again? Hey, champ, let me just put this oximeter on you again quickly, make sure. Okay, that's great. You're good, man. Yep.
How do you know, like, if you would need it?
If it's dropping like Steve's was below 90, if he's not rousable, you know, like and able to take a breath and bring it up a bit, then we got to be really concerned. If it starts to drop, then we Narcan.
No film in our ass.
You know, myself, Norma, all of our amazing peer workers, we care when you've lived that and when you have people that you genuinely love suffering every day in the streets, then the motivation to make programs better, to make people's actual lives better, it's just, you know, it seems to be a little deeper.
Yeah. The best part of ops is, you know, this is a place where I'm accepted to use drugs and no one's going to judge me. And I can come in the morning and they're freezing from the night before and we turn on the heat and turn on the music and Norma's telling a dirty joke and, you know, we're making the best of what we've got in the middle of a crisis situation where people are dying.
Yeah.
And we're losing our friends.
Exactly.
And of course we're unhappy and of course we spend a lot of time when we are alone, you know, thinking about it, and it's difficult. I don't think any of us could do it unless we, you know, had some glints of hope and light and happiness and fun, and that's how it should be,
It's
right?
really important. All right, I'm gonna go back upstairs.
Okay.
Can you grab one more box of tourniquets and then I'll meet you guys upstairs?
Yeah. We'll grab some stuff. We could use some of these, actually.
Yeah. We had fun at the Halloween party. I was twerking with Trey.
Oh my God.
Oh, is this the open button or is this one? That one's closed. That one's open. Sorry, what?
I'll load this up here. Hey, Mars.
Yeah.
Did you see the Halloween party?
No, not yet. I haven't.
Watch Norma get. We're getting low. Me and Norma getting low, down and dirty. She grabs me here and starts ripping me around. She's like, "What the hell are you doing, girl?"
That's awesome.
Wow.
Did you look up Wile E. Coyote Speaks?
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't count. This is like a new one.
Roadrunner speaks with signs. Wile E. Coyote sometimes speaks with signs, but he can talk.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius. You are a rabbit, and
I told you he talks.
Fair enough. You win something.
Need that. Need that.
Look, get over here.
Oh, it's nice and clean up here.
Hey, Ron. You talking to me? This blood oxygen is around 75. Do they have a Narcan?
No, not yet.
Let's get even a half shot.
Yeah, okay.
Hey. Is he nervous? Just try and relax, okay?
It's a half shot of Narcan.
His heart rate got pretty low at times, and blood oxygen.
So you were injecting, is that right? Yeah? Yeah. Was it down or were you using some up as well? I was thinking with the power chair here, if your friend, can you take it to where he stays? Otherwise, we'll be waiting like an hour for a wheelchair cab right now.
I mean, we can keep it at our, we're from the opposite.
Yeah.
We can keep it there.
Yeah.
They'll take a chair, we'll put you in our bed, and then you can come back and pick up the chair.
Should I give that with him? Or?
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, I got the door for you guys whenever you're ready.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, let's see the doctor, buddy. You got your pop?
See you guys. You guys are awesome.
Cheers. Good.
You can feel pretty hopeless.
Yeah.
And not a lot of lateral movement. Like, what am I gonna do, right? It's a pretty unique skill set.
Right, yeah.
But the people in this community have lived here for a long time. I really care. Like, I've worked, like, been embedded in, you know, it's, you know, it makes a difference.
It does. It makes a huge difference, yeah. I think just the experience, just being here, just being part of something that's purpose, you know?
I don't know if we talked about that in that orientation, but around part of the program is so often drug users are outcast and not given credit for being able to be like use their mind to have solutions to major problems, major social. Yep. Yep. All of that, right? Everyone doing all right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I.
You have a good shift?
It was busy, but it's good.
Who's left? Is it just Dana?
Yeah, it's just Dana. I found it right in the garbage.
Oh shit, dude. Is that Dana's like?
Yeah.
This guy's got quite a gift.
And then a little loop-to-loop for the chin, and then around. Sarah, what are we gonna say on this card? Thank you, Dana, for all your hard work at Ops.
Yeah.
Don't go turning blue on us.
Oh.
So cold. Don't go turning blue on us. You're wearing a horse mask. Hey, Norma. You gotta sign it.
I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Awesome.
Very proud of him.
I am too.
I'm super proud.
I'm really proud of you.
Everyone's proud of you.
Come say hi to him for me.
I will. Bye.
Later, Smokey.
Oh, you got some Tristan's artwork up here.
Whoa.
Yeah. Beautiful. It's not messy. It's
This
not.
isn't messy at all, Danny. You should see my room.
Oh, this is really nice.
I've got a stunning view of downtown Vancouver. I watch the deals go down. I watch all sorts of people from work wander back and forth down the street. It's kind of awesome. So
Made you an oversized clown card.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. We at Ops just wanted to say, Papa Smurf, oh my gosh. We love you. Don't go turning blue on us. Thank you for all the hard work you did at OPS. Congrats on being in treatment. Love always. Ricky. Oh, Trey, have you spent time up here, right?
I never made it to the third floor. I
Okay.
only made it to the second floor and then I left.
Okay. There's more rooms down this way, and our TV room is down this way.
Okay.
See what's in there? I got my soya milk in there.
And this is good. Not yours. Don't fucking touch. That's how you gotta deal with things.
Yeah. I came here because I was getting benzo, right? I was waking up in an alley. Trey saw me one night. Like, I don't even remember seeing
It's
him.
awful, man.
And I was a wreck. I ended up in a puddle that night with all my computer gone, my bag gone, my ID gone, not knowing where 12 hours had gone. And that wasn't the first time that it had happened. And that was when everything just went, I'm done. I had enough. And it was pretty amazing. You guys got me in here super fast, and I've done really well here, so yeah. Thank you, sir.
Someone died out front last night, eh? Someone was sleeping beside him all night and kind of going, he's fine, and all that shit. And, yeah, rough week, man.
My girlfriend that I had for like 9 years, she died of fentanyl. Like when it very first started coming out. And then my friends just started dying like left and right. So I just started doing memorials for everybody. Yeah, see, I did this one here. I did that, I did this. This is Johnny Ramos, old school OG.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's in, yeah. Yeah, I did all these ones here. Then I did these ones over here too. See, the one guy here is like OD'd on the ground, right? Yeah, see? This guy's on like OD'd on the ground, right? With the needle and stuff. I still haven't finished it, right? And then this guy's got the Narcan kit or whatever. And he's gonna save that guy's life, right? I've been down here for quite a while, actually, like 20 years or something like that, on and off, right? You get in where you fit in, you know what I mean?
And especially if you're going to hobo, it's $20 a gram.
Yeah.
Who's going to buy that? Nobody.
But on the street, it's $5 a gram.
Well,
The
but
gray
have you
market
seen
is
the shit
still
on the
there.
street?
No.
Yeah, it's like a bag of shit. That we're all kind of like going to this.
The safer supply funding.
Yeah, safer supply funding. To go, that we all have this sort of the same plan.
Other opiates that are derived from the poppy plant as opposed to buying them from Pfizer, which sends them out to Turkey or Afghanistan to get their poppies. Make a
Overdose prevention sites have made a positive impact by saving lives. Far too often these overdose prevention sites get so busy and full, people get turned away, thus potentially using alone, which is more dangerous than it's ever been. Today I call on the city to motion for a legal, safer drug supply available.
Our last speaker is Dana McPhee from OPS.
Thank you, Mayor Stewart and councillors, for having me today. I am 14 days into recovery. It's been incredibly helpful. I'm feeling great. I also work with Sarah at OPS. I'm one of the managers. A lot of people are suffering severe trauma from seeing very violent overdoses, very severe overdoses, and even death. One of our workers is currently on leave due to seeing, sadly, somebody die, and to be brought out to an overdose where somebody that you saved on a number of occasions is now dead is extremely traumatizing. We were also hoping today to talk about a 24-hour ops location. People are using alone by themselves on the street when they could be inside an OPS location, and we would have saved them. But as the death indicated, the death behind Pigeon Park Bank 4 days ago, that's not always the case. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming in to do a debate on this matter.
In some manner, I was always like underemployed. There was always this desire to have meaning and compassion, and those things lined up a bit, right? You know, people struggle to find meaning, to have meaning in their life, and experience a lot of despair and mental illness in reaction to that, right? So I know in my own life, training at Insight was a really profound aha moment for me. It was like, this is why I'm here, like from moment one. It was, and I entered as a skeptic about harm reduction and letting people use drugs, shouldn't we be getting them to stop and all that shit? And like immediately profoundly was like, this is right, this is just, this is amazing. So to me, it's not that strange that like if I experience that people who are marginalized through drug use and through poverty and homelessness and physical and mental illness and all of that stuff, you say, this is meaningful. It's not as if I have to convince them. We know, right? Because there was a crisis and we responded, we know. And that meaning is not something you take for granted, right?
Can you talk a bit about the care model at OPS, how it differs from the other sites you've worked at, and like maybe how staff burnout plays a part in it?
Yeah. When I've been working nights, it's all I do is work and sleep, right? And how that just like, it does not drive wellness for me at all. And I go home and cocoon and then sleep as much as I can't wind down very well, and then I sleep, and then it's time to go to work, right? And what experience has emphasized for me is the sustainability, how it's hard to do this over the long haul. I've burnt out in the past. I've witnessed other colleagues burn out, and how we care for that is a major question. You know, in some ways, we've engaged really dark places willingly, right? And some without choice. A lot of, like, that's the unique thing about the drug user, is that they haven't had much of a choice to engage the trauma, the grief, the loss of this crisis, let alone what their personal experience of their own life and their own trauma and grief and loss. And yet our staff don't get to be world changers, right? Like so many people in drug use, they're shunned from community engagement and shunned from being recognized as significant. And yet here we are, right? we're, you know, an essential life-saving service, a program that provides stabilization for people. But to create connectedness, then that's sort of an extra. Like, so people who either don't have an experience of family that's positive, some people who do, but there's distance, right, or loss. And now we have become the family, like, right? I can identify that individually. Like last summer when I was away in Ontario, I vowed on the plane, go home and rest and just be chill and relax, and everything will get busy tomorrow, and just don't. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go into work. And I met Megan for lunch, but I wanted, I wanted to hug everyone, and we were excited to see each other, right?
Hello, community kitchen. About Smokey. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah. You're welcome, Megan.
Aloneness is a major driver of addiction, right? And so to create a sense of community and family, to me, that's, I don't know, that's super exciting, right?
Right on. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
When I got there, it was like a bunch of police, and then it was
Yeah.
tapered off, but then I didn't realize that
Right.
that was the body. It just looked like a piece of trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. That was someone's
What
son.
happened?
It's just so sad.
It's just awful.
You go, okay, I'm coming in on Monday. Someone's dead in the front. Okay, you know, this or that. Yeah.
I don't know if the neighborhood's going to make it. I honestly don't. And it breaks my heart, but in the mainstream world, people believe that this isn't that big of a problem because it's only happening to those people.
Yeah.
Not us. And that's the same separation that we enact every day, right? So we've lost any ability to communicate. It seems to be more and more difficult to translate what people actually live like and what they go through and how they die. I mean, it's you know, it's incomprehensible and therefore unaddressable. People feel like it's not their concern.
Well, I feel better now. Fucking sucks. Just went to an NA meeting with him like a week ago. It's so fucked up.
1,000 battle cruisers, a gun underneath them that have the capability to destroy planets,
Yeah.
like the Death Star.
Right.
There was so much new stuff that wasn't given background in how they
Okay,
introduced.
fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, it drove me nuts.
Yeah, we knew from like the get-go with Attack of the Clones, and when Palpatine first showed up, when he became Emperor, we knew that he had all these like ways to turn back time. That they had the ability to be able to pull something like that off.
Well, the Death Star was capable of blowing up planets too, right? But it was
Oh, yeah.
the Death Star.
Yeah.
And it just went back and forth,
Yeah.
and then, you know, Kylo Ren is a good guy, Kylo Ren's a bad guy.
Yeah, they didn't even get into the Knights of Ren thing.
Hey, Sarah, I'm gonna take this puppy up to Ron at the hospital. It's got a full charge on it. There we go. The problem? Oh, shit. Coming through. Excuse me. Hey, how's it going? Just bringing a friend his wheelchair. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Fuck. Off-road. Beep, beep. So yeah, actually, ironically, this was the first place I ever used heroin, was the old backpackers hostel right here. Hey, what's up, bro? Can I get on the bus? Hey. Thanks, man. Shit. Fuck, this thing is hard to maneuver. I think that was Thanksgiving weekend 2014. I got 30 days. I'd served 20 with good behavior. I got out, and then I was arrested again.
Next stop, West Hastings Street.
I called my mom from the jail phone, and I was like, I need to get out of the Downtown Eastside. She's like, your kid's been in foster care for 3.5 years. Your dad's dying of heart failure, and I got stomach cancer and breast cancer. So she's like, you know what? She's like, I'm pretty sure I got this cancer because all I do is think about you and worry about you. And I wanted you here while I was going through cancer treatment so that I could sleep. She's like, I knew you weren't gonna stop using. She's like, I just wanted you in my house, even though I knew you were using, so I could get one good night's sleep. And I kept using, you know, despite all that.
Granville Street.
I'm getting out here, driver. Thank you. Hello. Can you help me find my friend, Ron McKenzie? I'm just bringing him his wheelchair.
Once you bring him his wheelchair, he's gonna leave.
Uh-oh. Can I hide it here for him?
Hide it, yeah,
Okay.
let's hide it.
All right.
You can just drive him in there.
Okay.
And I'll lock it back up.
Hey there, young man.
Yeah, right on. Thanks for coming. Tell me about my check.
It's on its way.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, just bring it to Tennessee. Well, you know where you came in.
yeah.
Everything will be cool.
Yeah, don't leave too fast, man. Like, stay here as long as you need.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is there anything else you need, like, taken care of or anything? Like, no? Okay. I'll be here tomorrow, and I can go up to Denny's on my way, and I'll get you a Denny's milkshake.
All right.
Yeah, yeah? How's that sound? Cool. All right.
Thanks for coming.
All right, Ron. I'll come visit you tomorrow, okay?
Bye.
Guys, one yard, approximately 5 minutes ago.
If that guy Ron's chair.
Trey took Ron's chair up to the hospital.
Yeah, I'm hoping they'll keep him in the hospital. He could hardly breathe. He was horrible. Ron, the guy in the wheelchair?
Ron McKenzie.
Yeah.
You gotta use the second syringe from the one you draw it up with, because it touches the bottom of the steel and it gets a burr on it. And you can feel it rip into your skin. So Operation Medusa, basically, we had Hashmo in the center, 1,500 Taliban in there. We were split up into two battalions, and basically one of us was going to be a hammer and the other one the anvil. I was with Bravo Company, 4 platoon. We were known as the Nomads. We even had Nomads patches because we spent so much time roaming around the desert without a home or a forward operating base, right? So anyway, during Medusa, my friend Josh Kluge, God bless his soul, September 29th, 2006, we were a machine gun team, like the two of us. He was my assistant gunner, right? So we were really close. But all I remember was there was this big cracking sound, like thunder, and then I blacked out. What had happened is I stepped on the pressure plate detonator and set it off, and Josh just happened to be 3 meters to my 6.
Holy shit.
Right where the charge was buried. And they figured the charge was probably about 8 105 howitzer shells buried in the ground and wired together, right? It's a lot simpler to use that than make up a bunch of C4. So I got his initials here, rest in peace, JK, Josh Kluge. And that's his rifle, his boots, and his helmet. And the mountain that was right there in the background from us, Mozambique.
Jeez, man. I appreciate you letting me carry a bit of that story with you. You all right?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You stay safe.
Yeah.
Stay sane and stay safe.
Okay.
When you're there, you're just doing it. You don't even think. You're just going. It's only afterwards when you sit down and take a deep breath and have a glass of water or whatever that you kind of realize, holy smokes, this is hard work.
Yeah.
Pretty intense, man.
Hi. Struggling? You mind if I put my hand on your shoulder? Sorry you're going through that. Glad you're here, though. Has anyone seen Jello take a breath there?
Closed in 25 minutes. 25 minutes.
I just don't want to leave it lying around, right? Fingers and toes, he's in. I'm closing the door. You're good. You're just stuck on a rig. This is our hazmat compacting system. Yeah, the prototype works, but it's in a development stage right now. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm just giving trips
Just
around.
outside?
What I got.
Do you want me to keep going with you?
That's guy came by, armed me, and then got a hoodie for $5. And he said he didn't want it, right? He looks at me, your hoodie smells like fucking.
Hey, hon. How are you? What?
My hoodie.
Oh, awesome.
I was like, well, what? Put it on. He's got no fucking good clothes on, no socks in his shoes, right? Totally all fucked up. He comes back and says, you need that $5 back. I said, yeah, he took his stink on my fucking shit.
Are you trying to go under that? Okay. What's that?
He works now for my son.
Yeah.
That you, mama? Hey.
Okay. You tell me. Are you good here? You got it, right? Okay. You take care, huh? Good night, hon. Hey, how are you?
They've all been long-time heroin users. They've had 0 overdose deaths. You know, we have to clean up this poison drug supply today. We don't need to be marching here again and again and again, hanging on to blind old ideologies that keep people stuck. We have to learn to connect and reunite as people. You know, our teachers are all around us. The earth, the air, the water, the sky. They give life to each and every one of us indiscriminately. They don't judge. You know, they support one another with life.
The founder of the Overdose Prevention Society, supervised.
Yay! Thanks everybody for coming out today in this march. I don't even really know what to say. It's so sad what we're going through as a community right now. We can't handle any more people dying down here. We're losing our friends and family every day. The peers that are on the front lines, they are saving lives every day, all day, every day, and it's hard on them. So we need to give them love and help. We need to give them support.
I miss the day of jewelry and hats. Life in the Downtown Eastside during the overdose crisis is wrought with sirens piercing the din of everyday life. I see blue people. It's the blue pallor of the oxygen deprived, the overdosing, the dying. I've lost count of how many friends I've lost, and I've forgotten how many memorials I've attended. But what I will never forget, as much as I want to, are the body bags wheeled out from SROs and public washrooms. Those memories are etched on my brain forever. And all the while, the melancholy melody of the sirens plays on. To me, though, the Downtown Eastside is a community of angels. Angels in the form of the beautifully broken.
Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. He flew his mind out in a car.
I want to start by acknowledging the news today from the coroner's office of a record month of opioid deaths here in British Columbia. 175 people have left us. Those are our sons, our daughters, our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our sisters. The poison drug supply has intensified. I want to lift my hands to those frontline workers.
I started keeping a list, and then it was getting to be a little bit too much for me. But there have been over 130 people in the past 4 years that I've known personally that have died. Like, it feels a bit hopeless and despairing, right? It's just gone on too long. You know, you can't do it forever. You can do it for a while. Hello? And so you're looking for him like he's missing? I'm sorry to hear that. I know he's been struggling, right? Yeah. But yeah, I haven't seen him in over a week.
Whenever. I'm just gonna cue you when to go. All right. You want to like give it a look over, and then whenever you're ready. Vancouver is in a state of emergency. People are dying every day from an unregulated, contaminated drug supply. Thousands of people have lost their lives to a drug supply poisoned with fentanyl, a cheap synthetic opioid detected in the majority of overdose deaths. We call upon health professionals, all levels of government, and the public to join us in advocating for a safe supply of drugs to protect and prevent further loss of our family members, friends, neighbors, and loved ones. Awesome. Got it. Thanks.
For Ronnie, see later card, or, you know, we just something, you know, put something nice in the card, you know, put all the stuff. Oh, Sarah, want to sign Ronnie's card?
Oh, that's nice.
We're gonna miss him.
Finally, at the end, when you found out that Ray was a palpitator, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. I am. There was just a little kerfuffle out front.
Okay,
You
Ronnie.
guys.
I'd like to present you this award on behalf of all the office staff. We love you, Ronnie. Here you go.
That's so amazing.
What does it say?
It says, the Overdose Prevention Society presents this outstanding service award to Ronnie Grigg, the Narcan Jesus. Look at that. There's even a picture of him there. Look at him. That's so beautiful. Thank you, guys.
Always been an inspiration, and I'm gonna miss you, brother.
I'm really gonna miss you. I'll miss you too. There's you know, something in my heart that is a loss as well, but I'm so grateful for all of you in this place, and Sarah for this opportunity, and Megan for your support. It's changed me for the better. Thank you for this. Thank you for acknowledging and honoring the effort you put into it. I really appreciate it.
We expect photos and stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Of you free in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Running.
In your natural state.
In your natural beauty.
In your natural environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ron.
Yeah,
for everything
thank you.
My name is Don Durbin. I'm elder of Sioux First Nations. My cultural name is Man in the Light. Haichka Siyam Haichka to the North Shore peoples and my relatives and my friends, and the Musqueam peoples also for allowing us to run this facility and help the people we've been able to help, including myself and others. And the wonderful job Ronnie's done. Haichka Siyam Haichka.
Thank you, Don. Yeah, it's just time, I've been doing this for a long time, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
10 years. Yeah, and so I like to take my foot off the pedal a little bit if I'm able. So, yeah.
Cool. Well,
You're looking for Ron?
Yeah.
Ron McKenzie, he passed away. He was
Oh,
super sick
shit.
from that last time.
Oh my goodness. That night out here, I thought he was dying that very moment.
Yeah, there was a log note inside about it, and everyone's super sad. I'm sorry to jump over sad news. I'll be back in.
I'd rather know than,
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Megan. Shit. Stay well, my friend.
I love you, kid.
You're a great man.
Yeah. You're an awesome woman.
Bye.
Thank you for everything you've done here.
Thank
all
you
your
for
hard work.
everything. Dude.
Oh, no tears, man. No, all the best. And I'll see you again.
Okay.
Cap. Stay solid. Thank you, bro. Can I give you a hug, Mars?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, on. Just get safe. I'll be around. Nice and fall, thanks. Stay safe, all right? Stay well, okay? When I was a kid,
Come visit us.
I will.
I just don't know, the overall effect of this on people. And so, you get burnt out by how could people just not do what needs to be done? And well, we're having to suffer through this and talk to mothers and parents that have lost children or children who've lost their parents that have to now go into foster care and all these kinds of terrible situations that I hear every day. And it's heartbreaking on a daily basis. You hope that someday somebody, you know, grasps it at a high enough level that they just say, well, I'm going to do whatever the hell it takes to make this right, and we're going to try everything. So yeah. Okay. Awesome. That'd be great. All right. Bye.
I just wanted to dedicate it to all the people who have lost brothers or sisters to alcohol or drug-related deaths. This one's for you. Comes from the heart. In the twilight's glow, I see her. Blue eyes crying in the rain. And when we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, and only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember. Blue eyes crying in the rain.